Three of them. Questions have been given to you. You'll have to give them a mic, sir. If the question is addressed directly to a candidate, then please mention the name of the candidate and ask the question. Otherwise, they know what to do. That some of the questions, if they're suppose on water or they're on hawkers or they're on roads, it will all be put together. And then each one of them will have to make one comment on it. Is that okay? Is that alright? Okay, so if you haven't given your slip, please hurry up and give the slip because we have another, at the most, 35 to 40 minutes to go. So, Lillian, can we start? Okay.
Some are open questions. This is an open question.
Louder.
Sure. Will you give or have you given an account of the funds utilized by you or how? Possibly this is for Mr. Zakaria because he's the only one who is served on.
Sir, what is the question? If I have given account?
Yes. Of your funds.
Well, as I said when I was speaking, whatever are the funds allocated, the corporator is the link between the citizens and the administration. All cost analysis, all expenditure, income is done by the administration. Whatever I have done in my term of 10 years, I have always involved the residents. But if you are asking me that if I have given them the breakup value-wise, I am not sure. It is under RTI, it is on the website. If you go on the MCGM website, or whatever the councillors have proposed and what is the expenditure incurred, it's given there. It is in public domain, it could be addressed. But so far as what funds are used by a councillor, the councillor only proposes, taking into confidence the residents, but actually the calculations and all are done by the administration. And the figures and whatever details are on the website, everybody can have a look at it.
My next question is to all the candidates. The stormwater drainage systems are linked to the sewage systems in Gautam areas and in slum areas. What do you propose to do about this? Anyone can take the question.
Well, it's a very valid point. Unfortunately, Mumbai being a city where there is infrastructure developed and there is infrastructure not developed. Almost 40% of the area of Mumbai city, I'm giving you a larger holistic picture, 40% is unsewered. There is a talk in the corporation that we are paying property tax. Why do we pay sewage tax when we don't have sewage line? There is an effort being made of trying to connect the entire city of Mumbai with the sewage connectivity. In the earlier work that I was there, I have been able to give a sewage line in the entire Bandra area, being Hanuman Nagar, Pyari Nagar, Pathanchal, Shubh Shanti. Efforts are being made, and I assure you, I'm aware in this ward, Kadeshwari, there was an effort being made to give sewage connectivity, but because of the level differences, obviously the sewage line has to go and meet the main sewer line. And in that area which has to be connected to the main line, which is an underlying, low-lying area, it's practically impossible, scientifically impossible to get that done. But there is a project to be done, a sewage treatment plant is being proposed at the Kadeshwari end. Pimpleshwar Sarkari body also partially is sewered, partially is unsewered, and definitely in the coming time, if the feasibility is there, we will have to correct it. Otherwise, more or less, it is corrected. And ideally, yes, there should be no stormwater drains should be dry throughout the season except during the monsoons. Very few areas have it. I think Pimpleshwar and those areas have it. Due to scientific reasons, if it can be done, we will address it and try and get it out. Thank you.
This is for the independent candidates. Sorry, you want to answer? Raja, go ahead.
Basically, this is a problem with the question was this stormwater drains, sewage lines connected to stormwater drains. This is an issue which I have also come across during my tenure and now also in many places. Basically, in those places, wherever it was possible, during my tenure I did it, be met, and the lanes are small. Now, in a small lane, we have to provide two utilities, that is stormwater also and sewerage also, two separate lines. So it is not possible where the lanes are very small to pick two, one sewerage line and one stormwater line. But most of the places, whichever I was representing, I cleared it. Pimpleshwarwadi was an issue which is still pending, but it was not in my ward. Regarding the pumping station, this was proposed in 2008-9 at Kadeshwari. That place was reserved for Hindu Shamshan. We got the reservation cancelled, and we have proposed pumping station for the Kadeshwari hutments which are there on the higher level, the full surrounding area of Mount Mary and St. Francis Church compound. All this will be, sewage water will be thrown out from there. So wherever it was possible, we did it, but there are certain still places which have need attention, and it will be done in future.
This question is to Derek Talker. Your party this is in reply to one of your statements. Your party is at the center and at the state, so how do you say buildings have come up without planning? It is of their own doing, of your party that you represent. What are you going to do to stop it within your party?
A little bit of a correction up here. I think our party, the BJP, has come into power now. This construction has been going on for donkey's years, for the past 25 odd years. Okay? The BJP has come into power now at the center and as well as in the state. Okay? So, yeah, but if you're talking about construction coming up now, yes, we would have to look at the legalities of the entire thing. There are a lot of, at least in our ward, I would like to say that there are a lot of illegal structures that have come up, okay, in and around our place, without OCs, without clearances on water connections and stuff like that. So yes, I hope that answers whoever's asked that question. Okay, another one. The files are missing. So how do you take that out? So first we've got to search the BMC offices for the files.
The next question is an open question.
One minute. Yeah, go ahead, Conal.
Sure. Just for your information, I think this question is wrongly addressed and wrongly answered. First of all, neither the centre nor the state government is involved in construction activity. The BJP Shiv Sena has ruled this state and ruled the corporation for the last 25 years.
If you can pick up the mic and talk, I'm sure I'm entitled to reply and ask. Yeah, 1 minute. First of all, one second. First of all, the question was asked to me, and I have Connell answering it. Can we stick to the question, Shama? Can we stick to the question as asked?
Question, please. Is this question for everybody?
If you are all of you are go on shouting, we are not going.
Is this question for everybody?
Please let's have silence in the house, please. Please have
Requesting everybody, please.
This is an open question.
Please, let's
Ladies and gentlemen, with respect to the illegal construction I've been fighting last 5 years, and I in Kadishwari have demolished around 200 shops, being a social worker and activist.
Silence, please.
Basically, whichever party could be in power, but if you have the mandate, the legal mandate, you can always go ahead and demolish illegal construction.
Yeah, Rehman Khan would like to answer on the same topic. Yeah.
Please be quiet. Please be quiet. We're here to discuss and understand the person's perspective about certain things. Now the question was addressed that the infrastructure and the construction which is coming up. Mumbai city doesn't have the infrastructure to this. Basically, it's not about playing game, it's everybody. I being an independent, I would like to tell you all this. In the BMC, for so many years, donkey years, Shiv Sena and BJP have been ruling. Right? In the state, Congress NCP have been ruling. So, you all are educated people. You all should understand who is what, how it had happened. Basically, Mumbai is not a planned city. Whatever development we have done in Bandra is because of the activist movement which was carried out and the ALMs which pursue all the corporators, the MLAs to get it done. Now, it is regarding, it's a problem. The infrastructure is not there. We have to change the infrastructure. The civil lines have to be bigger. The stormwater drains have to be bigger. The water pipelines have to be improved. 24 hours water supply has to be done. So there are certain issues, but both are responsible for this. And it's not about blaming. They are ruling from 20 years in BMC. These people ruled 20 years in the state. And Urban Development Department of Mumbai City, State Urban Development Department handles the BMC. So it's a joint this which is going on. I would like to say that.
Next question, please.
This is a general question. Anyone can take it. The word transparency is being used by political parties, and they are the same ones who are usurping privately owned properties. What is your stand? And what will you do?
Can you repeat the question, Shikti?
The word transparency is being used by political parties, and they are the same ones who are usurping privately owned properties. What is your stand? Each one, please take the mic and answer.
Shall we start with that end? Yeah, this is basically, so we've got, those, and
I think if I speak for myself, I have always been working in a very transparent and fair manner, and I don't think I will encourage, support, or even have anything to do with anybody if it's in my own political party who is trying to usurp any kind of private land or public land. I am very a firm believer, whatever belongs to the public should remain with the public, and as elected representatives, we have no right to interfere in private properties.
As an activist, I have always fought for people's participation and people being part of whatever I've done. And a lot of people out here have supported me in my fights for whatever I stood for. The very fact that you all have been involved in what I have done means transparency. And this transparency will continue as far as I am concerned, and as far as the party is concerned, they've always been talking of transparency. So, as far as transparency is concerned in our constituency, which is 101, it's definitely going to be there. And we're going to work together. We have to make decisions together, of course, the right decisions. And we've got to make sure that Bandra is what we want it to be.
Since this question has been addressed to political parties, the independent candidates don't want to reply to it. There is one NCP person, आपको उन्होंने पूछा है कि आपकी पार्टी जो है NCP पार्टी है वो कोई भी प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी हड़प लेगी या नहीं, करेक्ट? वे आवाज की हड़प लेगी या नहीं, और आपका उसके बारे में क्या बोलने का है? आपकी पार्टी का इसके ऊपर क्या इरादा है? हाँ या ना बोलिए।
अगर की भी है तो हम उनका सपोर्ट नहीं करेंगे।
अच्छा, वो बोल रहे कि सपोर्ट नहीं करेंगे। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट next question, please.
This question is to Mr. Zakaria. As you said that you had started your political journey in 2007, at the same time there was an illegal SRA project at Kadeshwari. Now, if you are elected, what will you do about this project? Will you allow connection, water connection to this illegal building?
When I was elected in 2007, in the Kadeshwari SRA project was already had commenced. SRA is under the state government. There were complaints of gross CRZ open spaces violations. That time the project got stalled. I don't want to get political or blame anybody. The building has got completed now in the last 2 years. Maybe the people should ask, how is it that when there were gross CRZ and open spaces violations, when that project was stalled for almost 10 to 12 years, how come in the last 2 years, with the government change, that project has got completed, and how come overnight all the violations have become right? I think I have answered the question rightful enough. I don't want to blame anybody, I don't want to blame anybody, but that's the reality. Even today that building has got no sewage connection, and STP is proposed, it's not yet come up. The building is painted, it is ready. SRA is under the state government. I think the state government of today's time has to answer this question. When the project was stuck up for the last 8 to 12 years, how did it get completed in the last 2 years? Thank you.
The question is to Derek Hawker. If you claim to be after the hawkers' elimination on Hill Road, what has stopped you from going on to the final step, the fact being that your party or its alliance is in power in the municipal cooperation?
Sorry, really, can you just repeat that question again?
Sure. If you claim to be after the hawker elimination on Hill Road, what has stopped you from going on to the final step? The fact being that your party and its alliance is in power in the municipal corporation.
First of all, a little bit of a clarity here. I threw my hat into the ring for a simple reason that as an activist, when I was fighting for all these anti-hawkers, anti-banners, against illegal structures, I had this limited powers and capabilities as an activist. Okay, so I've technically joined the party very recently, and that too to get more powers to continue clearing Hill Road of its hawkers. Okay, and that's for sure that will happen. If I could do so much without the support of a party, I'm sure now with the party support I can do more. Thank you.
1 minute, please. Shane Cardos wants to.
Just on an educated note, I would like to educate the public here. There is a Supreme Court ruling which says that the BMC, the corporation and the state should work individually for a special hawking zone, which has not been done. So please understand, hawkers are not menace, but our governance is a menace. You are supposed to have hawking zone, and which is not done till date. You can't throw a 20-year-old hawker out on the street unless you dedicate a market area for him, which is the Supreme Court ruling. Thank you.
I just want to elaborate on that. Okay, you can't throw a hawker for 20 years off the street. Who allowed the hawker to come 20 years back on the street? Did that land belong to him? And you want us to give land to a hawker who's a menace on Hill Road, who makes our road a living hell? Is that what you want? 20 years of illegal hawking and you wanted to legalize? Where are we going? Giving them another place is not a foolproof solution. Because let me tell you one thing, okay? We're talking about hawking zones. Where do we put those hawking zones? First, if we give hawking zones, we're going to have to get people rehabilitated into places. Second thing is, 3/4 of the hawkers, let me tell you, are not from Bandra. They are not from Bandra. They are from Bandra East. They come from wherever. So are you saying that they need to have a flourishing business in our area?
Another note on this, I would like to end this note. I am not for the illegal hawkers per se. Understand? It's a Supreme Court ruling. If there is a licensed hawker on your street, we have to replace them. And by the way, if you talk about illegal, there are illegal slums. You go all over Bandra, there are illegal slums. You have to target everyone, not only the hawkers. Everybody is illegal migrants over here who have been certified under the law where they give them photo passes. Okay, there are ruling parties who are still giving them photo passes. When in 1985 was supposed to be a deadline, then 1995, now they have come up to 2000. So all this has to be considered in a way where you don't displace people, and under the SRA itself, you have a project coming up for project affected people. So when you can take those vote banks, then these people who are not your vote banks, you are trying to eradicate them. They have business, they have families. You have to be wise when you talk on this platform. Thank you.
Mr. Latvalia, you want to answer?
Yeah, please go ahead. Anybody can answer.
Well, so far as the hawking issue is concerned, I don't support hawking, and in my ward, wherever there have been complaints, I have always initiated action. At the larger picture, if you look at it holistically, there was an act of parliament, I think 4 years earlier, a Right to Livelihood Act, where an act was passed, and all the state governments and since the BMC itself is a local government authority, they were supposed to implement the act. The act has been passed 4 years back. Till today, the corporation, which is ruled by who we know, have not yet implemented the act. I think the act clarifies this. You have to have special hawking, non-hawking zones. There was also a very good suggestion again by residents that why not municipal markets be converted into hawking plazas. It's a very good suggestion. In the DP, those things have been proposed. But the issue is, unless you have some rules and regulations, fine, I can stand here and say I don't support hawking and I will support hawking. A lot of people have said that, but realistically, to say and to receive applause from the people, it's good. But in reality, can you do that? A lot of things were said. Even today, the hawking issue is a very big issue. It's an issue which we all have to work on and eradicate. But the issue is, unless you enact the act, make rules, regulations, the state government has not yet sent the town vending committee to the corporation. The corporation has to form guidelines. All those things have been done, and the corporation did a very silly thing almost a year back, is they went on marking hawking and